It's Bob and Tom Tonight, starring Chick McGee, Christy Lee, Josh Arnold, Ace Cosby, Pat Godwin, Willie Griswold, and Tom Griswold.
Tom, yes, you're our leader. Okay? I blame you for this entire, this whole thing. You opened the door to social farting, okay? You said it was okay to fart in front of each other.
No,
you
it's
said
not.
But it's not. But someone,
yes.
I'm not saying who, they stood outside the door and farted.
Outside the door like a gentleman.
And
it was loud.
It honestly sounded like there was a duck in the hallway.
These things happen.
They do happen.
I'm so sorry. I had headphones on. I missed it.
Look, I apologize. It hit me as I was coming in.
It smells so bad.
And he walked into the doorway and then took a few steps back, like he was doing like a step back 3.
And I went, oh no, I can't do that.
Did you do the cutoff move with your hand?
I stood out there for a good 20 seconds after it was over.
You did.
It hung in your short leg or something. Or
did you do the cutoff move?
I did not wave my arm behind me. No,
you got to do
no
that.
wonder. It trails in.
I apologize.
It follows you like a ski tow rope.
And I sit by the door. I'm the first line of defense, and it hit me right.
Coming up, we have a trombone update.
So talk to him later.
From a longtime trombonist. I'm certainly looking forward to that.
Tromboner?
Do they go by tromboner?
Yeah, of course. Oh, every trombonist was in the trombone section. They were always the tromboners. They usually had T-shirts. Every high school trombonist knows what I'm talking about here.
You speak as if you were a trombonist.
No, but I know some.
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Bob and Tom, it's Donnie Baker.
Hi, Donnie. How are you?
I'm good. I was going to tell you guys that's killing time at the library this weekend. Damn computers was down, and when I was waiting for them to reboot, I read this article that said if you moved here to America in the last generation and you want to look more American, you're supposed to gain weight.
I saw that. That is weird. Yeah, they want you to fatten up. You'll look more American. That's, I don't know, kind of dumb.
What?
Yeah, it's totally serious. I saw the same article.
Oh, my
I disagree with the Chrissy. Let's face it, I probably know more about being an American than anybody I know.
Really?
I'm as American as a bald eagle eating a piece of apple pie while sitting on the fence at Third Turn at Talladega.
That's American.
I swear to God. I'm as American as Hulk Hogan, the Billy Bass, and the Macarena.
Yep.
Well, that's not
I'm as American as a free-range wolf howling Freebird in Kid Rock's front yard. Put that in the article. You want to look more American, got nothing to do with gaining weight. Do what my idiot cousin Lonnie did. Get yourself a Tasmanian devil neck tattoo and a permanent arrest record.
Nice.
I swear to God. or be like my neighbor's wife, Mitchell. Carry a 10-pound tumbler around everywhere you go. Brag about being vegan and all your beanie babies and explain the reason you can't wear yogurt pants no more is because of your thyroid condition. Oh, and by the way, them Lululemon she wears are starting to look like Lulu watermelons. On account they're so tight, you can count the seeds in them. I swear to God. Man, there's so many ways to look American. If you're a lady, take the doors off your Jeep. Get your toes done. Oh, and make sure the paint on your running boards matches the same color you picked for your trotters. Oh, and get yourself one of them purse dogs that barks at fresh air. Named it Peppy or Cujo or Wade. Oh, and if you're a man, start brewing crappy craft beer in your garage and force your friends to drink it while bragging about how your Yeti cooler still has original ice in it back before Vince Neil got fat. And one of the cheapest, quickest ways to look American is to get a set of truck nuts and then hang them from the back bumper of your Prius. Swear to God. But if you really want to look more American, just buy a boat. Oh, and speaking of buying a boat, summer's coming up, and probably might be a good time to... I got pamphlets and business cards.
Thanks, Don. We'll send those interested to you.
Very much appreciated.
Iditarod sled dog has been found safe after disappearing from a checkpoint from the race 3 months ago.
Wow.
Oh, man.
How about that?
Talk about fetch. I got it.
Tail wagging, as happy as all.
Hi, boss.
Here I am. I got that.
The Iditarod Trail Committee said, Leon,
Aw.
Damn it, Leon. Went missing from the checkpoint back in March. In May, residents of McGrath, Alaska, over 120 miles south of the checkpoint, reported that they seen Leon near a cabin with a DVD player and Netflix and enjoying the hell out of life.
Hey, guys. We're still doing that sleigh thing?
I'm finally getting into The Wire. This is a good show.
And I just got tired of pulling that sleigh.
Yeah. Told the rest of the dogs, hey, fellas, I didn't have to run 1,000 miles. I'm feeling great.
The committee did say the cabin's resident did leave food for Leon in the hopes that Leon would come and have something to eat. And by gosh, Leon did.
Leon.
Leon likes his dog food.
That's one of my favorite Elton John songs.
That's a great song.
Iditarod spokesperson Shannon Markley said Leon has since been captured, and though understandably skinny, safe, and seems pretty healthy.
What a good boy.
Once given the all clear from the vet, Leon will be able to be picked up by musher Sebastian de Santos Borges and return with him to France.
Oh,
wow.
No, wait
France?
a minute. It's a French dog? Who cares?
How would a sled dog live in France? Doesn't it get a little hot there?
You know how hard it is to find fromage in the wilderness.
Ridiculous.
I refuse to eat this cheese. It's wrapped in plastic. No.
We didn't know it was a
That's some
French.
Jack London stuff, man. 3 months out there?
Sure.
So then it's Leon. It's not Leon.
I assume the French Alps, I would assume, is where
Oh,
they
probably,
train.
yeah,
Presumably it's
sure.
nice. It's an international event. What if that dog caught that squirrel? All the dogs are sitting around at the checkpoint. All of a sudden, he takes off. Had to be a squirrel. What do you think?
Possibly.
They have squirrels up there? Maybe a bear.
Squirrels in Alaska? Are you kidding?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Big as...
They're the size of rhinos.
Oh, yeah. Ridiculous.
Trees fall over.
It's the state bird up there. For
State
some
bird,
reason.
huh?
Yeah.
blinding white, slashing teeth.
This little doggy, think about 3 months in the Alaskan wilderness. I'm sure you had to avoid bears and all kinds of stuff.
I'm sure.
Well, it's quite an adventure.
He could write a book.
Right up there.
Eat, stray, love.
Very good.
Pretty good. That's all right.
Sweet little doggy.
Aw.
Do you know the first notes of Leon? Doodle-doo, or whatever.
Leon?
Elton John?
Leon? Levon?
Yeah,
Levon.
Levon likes his money.
Yes, he does. He likes his money.
What do you,
So
you got a lozenge in there? What's going on, Pat?
So we can't hear the keyboard. Ace sits there like a statue.
If he doesn't, no. Here's the thing. If he doesn't do anything,
There we go.
if he doesn't do anything, he doesn't do anything wrong.
Okay, now try it without the mush in your mouth.
That's the way Elton John sings.
Sings it.
Levon likes his money.
He makes
the love that say, yeah.
Spends his days counting
You know his last name? You know what his last name is?
by the moon.
Levon.
Way.
Helm.
Tostig.
Oh.
Remember that? Alvin
was born-
Tostig had a son. Weird lyric.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You never liked that.
You never liked it.
Oh, I love that song.
No, I didn't like that.
I know.
That is my all-time favorite Elton John.
Oh, it's brilliant. Yeah.
Yes, Christy.
I was at the pet store yesterday getting dog food. I love going there because everybody brings their dogs in. Met this little doggy, and I thought of you because the dog's name, Hash Brown.
Hash Brown's very, very cute.
Yes, because if you're
Cute.
just joining us, Josh, for some crazy reason, decided to get a cat and name it Gravy.
And its sister is Biscuit.
You're right.
So you guys could have a family. Biscuit, Gravy, and Hash Brown.
Oh, my God. We'd have a whole breakfast buffet.
Tom, your thoughts on Josh having his pets named after food items?
I think it's sweet.
I have a dog
Christy,
called...
I thought you were going to say you saw a schnauzer, one of those dogs with a little goatee, and it had some gray in his goatee, and then you wanted to call it Josh. That'd be cute.
No. It was a little mutt dog. It was the cutest little thing, blonde, and a little boy about 4 years old. I go, oh, what's your dog's name? He goes, Hash Brown.
That's such a great name for a dog.
Is it?
And he was so proud of it, and he was so cute. You know the kid probably named the dog.
Oh, you know what? He was in there shoplifting, though. Obviously.
He wasn't.
Yes, he was.
Yeah, it's a pandemic.
Everyone's
Oh, they had a
pet the
chinchilla.
dog.
I almost bought another one, you guys. I came close. Oh.
I was at an event yesterday, and there's a dog there named Dixie. Dixie's a
that's sweet, too.
hound dog that's actually traveled the world, kind of a famous dog. But Dixie can howl on cue.
Oh, God.
I mean, that's the dog is, among other things, trained to do.
And you
this.
didn't bring him on the show today? That sounds exactly like you get all excited, you get to see this thing,
So,
you want to bring him on the show.
And she ain't just howling, Dixie.
No.
Well, when
She also whistles. Nothing?
Dan Davis, one of the distinguished players of the bagpipes from the Gordon Pipers, got up there to play, and
All right.
I suggested that when he finished that we have the dog make a little round of applause. It's very sweet.
So let me get this straight from what I've just heard of what you've just told me.
Yeah.
So not only do you come here during the week and insult us, you go out on the weekend.
Yes.
And
Bother some poor bagpiper.
Bother some poor bagpipe
Dan was
guy.
great.
Giving up his weekend for a charity, I'm guessing.
Yeah, no, and
there you are.
The bagpipes were great. I just thought you just need a little cap to give it a little
See, there.
comic feel and have the dog chime in. Sorry.
For all we know, they were playing Amazing Grace.
No, that
In
was
honor
that was the second one.
Okay.
The first one was, whatever the. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what
Our fallen brothers from this past year.
Excuse me. You know what would make this funny?
Costaki Economopoulos is joining us. He's our NFL correspondent. Obviously, most of the stuff in the NFL going on behind the scenes right now.
Yeah, it's been relatively quiet. So I called to talk to you about a completely different thing.
Oh yeah,
what's that?
Did you move recently?
I did move. Look at this. It's a whole bunch of blank wall behind me.
I was going to say it's a different area.
Hey, look, there's no shame in going out to California, not making it, and coming back to the. Don't you worry about it.
Or my family knows about this. There's no shame in skipping out on your rent and going to an entirely new place.
That's right. Dude.
Now, is that your mom's room? Her sewing room? That you're converting
Also,
into a
good
bedroom?
guess. Very good guess.
Sorry, I brought
You
this
gave
up,
it your best. We're
Costaki.
proud of you.
Yeah.
This is my new place in Hollywood. We moved about 40 minutes inland, closer to the big kids' school and everything.
Oh,
Well, everything's
Fancy.
expensive there in Hollywood.
And my wife moved too, but she moved to a different place.
Oh.
That's my big news today.
whoa.
Costaki, are you?
Whoa.
Oh man, are you all right?
Yeah, I'm okay. This is news to you guys, but we've been dealing with this and working on this, and we've been getting along great, and we're working it out. And it's going to be okay, but we are turning the page, and it's a new chapter. And divorce is tough. I hope that none of you guys ever have to face that.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for joining us, Costaki.
Are you in the club now?
Here's Costaki to make us laugh.
Oh, my.
Costaki.
So when you say it's all going to be okay and everything's going to work out, you don't mean you're reconciling. You mean the divorce is going to go through.
That you're going to be friendly.
you never say never, but we.
Oh,
we
yeah.
fight
No.
here.
You can say never.
You absolutely say never. Never.
Anybody else getting flashbacks to a family therapy room right now?
Well,
The bad news is it looks like I'm going to get custody of the Falcons. That's a tough break for me.
He can't help himself.
Not a good team, you see.
So don't take this the wrong way, but is your wife dating right now, or
Don't
my
even.
How could he take that
That's
the
one of your.
wrong way?
That's one of your best friends.
it's like keeping the family? Come on.
Totally within her rights to do that. I haven't.
She's
I haven't
a
asked her.
beautiful woman. Am I right on that?
oh yeah.
She is a beautiful woman.
My last when my last relationship ended, Pat Godwin would come up to me almost every morning and go, and I'm not kidding. He would go, "Boy, she sure was beautiful," and he was being dead serious.
I would say, I met her. God, she was just a wonderful person.
Get this?
She's lovely.
She's so funny,
beautiful.
and
You're
cute.
absolutely right.
She's so funny and cute and pretty.
What a
And,
soul she
I
had.
really wondered what you two were together.
See,
in the
what we're
first
doing,
place.
Costaki, is getting back at Josh for leading you into this. I'm so sorry.
That was Jack.
What did I do?
Chick, you're the one that asked if you could date his ex-wife.
Oh, yeah, I did. Can I do that? Is that cool?
God.
No, I mean, we'd have
Give
to
her a
meet
call,
somewhere
chick.
like Omaha.
Oh, no,
But, I can't possibly get to L.A.
That's a hell of a commute.
Is she going to move back to, where did you guys start?
New York.
New York, yeah.
No. We're going to stay here. We're going to commit to being here for the big kids' high school, and then we'll figure it out after that.
Okay, all right, good, man.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that.
I want to give you a
Darn
big
it.
hug.
Yeah, me too.
I appreciate that. It's
I want to
okay.
give your wife a big hug.
I want to give you the phone number of my lawyer. He's very good.
I used him too. He is very good.
I agree. He's a good lawyer.
Talk about experience.
How did I get out of this?
I don't know.
I got no good lawyer.
Didn't you use
As a
him
matter of
too?
fact, Costaki, his agreement going to come out of my check, I would imagine.
You're going to end up paying for this.
That's how bad my lawyer was.
Yes,
So, Costaki, getting back to the main skill set that you possess, in football terms.
Yes. Let's try to move this forward.
In football terms, you've been cut.
Yeah, that's right. Yes.
And
That's
apparently
right.
you didn't get any of the photographs that you can hang on your wall either.
I don't look at it. I don't look at it as you've been cut. You are now an unrestricted free agent.
There you go.
Yes.
That sounds
UFA,
way
baby.
better.
Yeah.
Are you on injured reserve temporarily?
I'm open to new contracts. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Move me up in your fantasy rankings. You know what I'm saying?
Sexy time.
I hope you have a better lawyer than Chick's. Chick owes Johnny Depp money. Ooh, it's a bad.
He was a bad lawyer.
He didn't pass the bar. He went to the bar.
He's underneath the bar.
Oh, man.
Not
I'm
good.
enjoying these jokes.
So,
very much.
Costaki, are we talking football or something else? I lost my place.
No, let's talk about marriage and divorce. It's fun. I've been writing about this for months, so
Yeah.
I once saw. All right, this is a little bit of a weird parallel, but I saw Adam Sandler on one of the late night shows. He was talking about his father passing away, and obviously it's a tough subject, but he handled it with humor and jokes, and it was riveting to me. And you're not making light of a subject by joking about it. You can feel the weight of a thing and laugh, right?
Yes, of course.
So that's been my goal the whole way through, in dealing with this subject and other stuff like this too. Marriage can be hard, till death do us part. I mean, that's a high bar, right? Like, what if I'm just dead on the inside? Isn't that enough? What if I wish I were dead? What if I've thought of faking my own death? Any one of these should be enough, right?
Wait a minute. I want to hear about wishing I were dead a little more. If you'd like to. If you'd like to go through that.
You can relate, Chick?
Yeah, I can very much relate. Yeah.
So I think we should, when you get divorced, you should have a ceremony. It's as big a marker in your life as the wedding, right?
True.
You should invite everyone back who was at your wedding and return the gifts that they gave to you.
It's only fair.
Right? Like, we appreciate your optimism. Turns out it was unfounded. Here's your toaster.
A little wear and tear, but it still works.
Steve, we thank you for the plates that you gave us. We started with 10. There are not quite as many. Things went down one night. We appreciate it. And I think you should get divorced on the 4th of July, right? It's Independence Day.
Oh, sure.
Right? Then every year there's a celebration for you with fireworks and hot dogs to celebrate your independence. And you write out a cursive Declaration of Independence, longhand, right? In the course of human events, when it becomes necessary to dissolve the bonds, right? We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal, endowed by their creator with certain inalienable rights. Among those are life, liberty, and the freedom to put the tomatoes in the goddamn refrigerator.
But now it's not.
That's right.
Costaki, now it's not we the people. Now it's I the person.
Yes, that's right. That's funny.
And for the next few months, you'll be meeting Mr. Hancock.
Yep.
Repeatedly, you see.
Haven't had yourself.
It's easy.
Yeah,
Thank you
that's
very
true.
much for clarifying. So you're putting the tomatoes in the fridge, and she likes to leave them out, huh?
Tom.
It's already been 4 years of that.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
behind the
boy.
scenes.
Oh, boy.
Sexual wasteland.
Does that ever
for 4
stop?
years.
What?
Yeah,
I mean, even
that's
when
the
you're
thing.
like super happily married, are you still doing that?
I remember when I was 17, I thought someday I'll be married and I won't have to masturbate anymore. Imagine the youth and the ignorance that it takes to come up with that theory.
Well, So the tomatoes, huh?
It was all about the tomatoes. Do you put your tomatoes in the fridge?
Should have a whole. I think it'd be fun to have a whole ceremony, a divorce ceremony with all your buddies, and you turn all the traditions on their heads from the marriage, the marriage traditions, right? You throw the bouquet, whoever catches it, next one to get divorced, right? You do that thing where you smear the icing on each other's noses. That you might want to bouncer this time just to make sure it doesn't get out of hand. The divorce cake, it's bittersweet, right?
Yeah.
It's made with tears and resentment and freedom. There's a little flower girl there, but this time it's your kid. Right?
That's so sad.
I think you did a great job, Zoe. I'll see you on Wednesday.
Nice.
Well done.
Something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue. I can check all of those boxes with my balls. It's amazing to me that I still have the ring. I never lost. I just assumed that I would lose it every few years and it would be some big problem, like some terrible metaphor. I still have the ring. I lost her interest, but I have that ring.
Yikes.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, some of this hurts. That's how it is.
Before you get, I'll let you. Your analogy here is that you're supposed to do all the pre-wedding stuff, et cetera, and relive it, but backwards. What about the bachelor party?
Yeah.
Oh, I think you should absolutely have a bachelor party after the divorce. Right?
That's what being divorced is.
That you would do that.
One long bachelor party.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense that you would do that before the marriage, right? Hanging with drunks and strippers, that's no way to prepare for marriage. But if someone has stepped on your life force for 9 years or so, you might need to gather up some buddies and some $1 bills.
Mics are on.
Stepped on your life force is what he said.
So I guess he's not going to get that ring back, by the way,
No,
when she hears the playback.
You got to stop using specific numbers, Costaki.
Costaki is she going to continue doing stand-up?
Oh, that's a good question. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So is there a chance that when you show up at a club on the road somewhere, hey, I'd like you to meet your feature act? We've met.
You know, I've done this twice, and the other time was with a comic too. I've sometimes on the road run into her as well.
We're kind of in a weird mood because I got to tell you, because Costaki called Reno. And,
I heard it, man.
He just told us all that he's apparently they are getting divorced. Costaki and his lovely wife. Didn't work out apparently, and so
I wanted to reach through and hug the poor guy, but Costaki, if you're listening, I want to tell you there are positives. As a comic, you're going to get cleaned out in your divorce. All right, but here's the thing. For instance, my ex-wife, on both of our kids while giving birth, she pooped. She pushed too hard. And I'll never forget it. She looked right at me and she said, "Don't you ever tell anybody about this." You're going to lose your money, but you don't lose the microphone. Yeah. Stay strong, Costaki.
Okay.
You got it. I've been like, my wife watched that Amber Heard, Johnny Depp thing nonstop. And now she watched it. It's so ingrained in her. She watched it, and now she argues like she's still an attorney in the thing. Like I'm like, do you know anything about somebody opening up a Nordstrom's gift card in my name? Hearsay.
Was yelling at her, shut it down. Yeah.
What are you talking about? I'm not hearsay. What'd you do? Badgering the witness? I'm not badgering you. I just heard no foundation approach. You know, it's like, I can't get out of it.
Yeah, I can't believe that many people watch that thing.
Oh, dude, we watched it. We had to go to a funeral. She had it on her phone, watching it the entire drive.
I think it was like the #1 rated program for that time slot. Yeah.
That's a bummer.
Millions of people.
I mean, I think anything not to think about your own problems is this kind of thing. You go, it's kind of fun. They're both attractive. Let's look at this for a little while.
Okay. Yeah, it's not the news.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
Out of the mouths of babes.
Mm-hmm. Now, Christy, what have you got over there?
U.S. Customs officers at Charlotte Douglas International Airport didn't seize avocados, but they did get 23 pounds of cocaine that had been concealed in the seat cushions of a traveler's motorized wheelchair.
Wow.
Officers encountered the 22-year-old man as he was arriving from the Dominican Republic.
The old hawking conceit, they call it.
Mike Prado, a Homeland Security investigator, told WSOC-TV.
So? No, is it S-O-N?
S-O-C.
S-O-C. S-O, that's
Sock.
South Carolina.
Doesn't put a sock in it?
Yeah.
That the man's
Put a sock in it.
physical purported handicap did not match up. That was a telltale sign that there was something suspicious. Upon further inspection, authorities found 4 packages containing cocaine within the seat cushions. CPB and said the narcotics had an estimated street value of $378,000. Man was, of course, arrested and charged with trafficking in cocaine.
Okay.
What a rascal.
Scooter. Okay.
Motorized.
It took me a second, but yeah, that's
cute.
great. That's fun.
I don't know. This much cocaine, there's no way they're going to let this guy walk.
He's laughing.
I like that one.
He's laughing like it's funny.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
See, it's just,
Yeah, I don't know if he has a leg to stand on.
yeah. The problem is that
It doesn't say if he's
the
an
guy's
amputee,
the
it's
guy's in a motorized scooter doesn't look disabled at all.
No.
And he's a 22-year-old healthy looking guy. Mm-hmm. If you want to witness this, go to Disney World. You ever see the people, they get wheeled up there, all of a sudden they jump out of the chair and skip over to the ride?
Yeah.
Certainly there are legitimate people in wheelchairs. I pushed my dad in a wheelchair on Disney World many an hour, but we've all seen that.
Yeah. Wow.
They actually have people that put fake casts on to get in those.
Are you serious?
Yeah, to cut in line.
Worth it.
The humiliation.
My dad wears one of those soft neck things.
Sure.
He wears it so his head doesn't fall over when he falls asleep, but people think he's injured. They open doors for him and stuff. And
He's always
he used to
wearing
pass
the
out
neck
on
brace?
Metro.
Wow.
Yeah, he had it. Oh, dude, it was he. Some poor girl rear-ended him going 2, and he said it ruined his church softball career. So jacked up, and he got the thing for his neck, and then he just kept wearing it. So people, they just thought like, oh, this poor guy, and he's walking around. It's just so he can sleep on his way to work, and his head would stay straight up.
Watch the entire show live or on demand at bobandtom.com.
Hey man, this is Donnie Baker. If you just like that video, then do your part. Like and subscribe. You have to. It's state law.